I saw Prabhupada through a friend of mine, Franks, a Jewish friend of mine. He told me that there are public lectures are being given by Prabhupada in Conway Hall. That was in 1969. So as a curiosity, I haven't seen Prabhupada before that. I was curious to see who is this sannyasi who has come from India to preach Krishna consciousness in the West, and in particular UK, because he was very, as I gathered, he was very much influenced by the English education, English etiquette and everything else. So I went there to Conway Hall and attended the first lecture which he gave, which he addressed to the public who came on that day. And I remember the people who were there were Dhananjaya, Mukund, Gurudas, Shyam Sundar, Malti, a lot of these people were there and were there to support Srila Prabhupada there. Now when he came inside the hall, it's a famous hall in London, and when I looked at him, I said, he seems to be a very serious person, because I have seen, or I saw a number of other sannyasis who came from India. I attended some of their meetings and lectures, but none of them impressed me. My impression was they were there just to make some followers and collect some Lakshmi. Prabhupada in his first meeting didn't ask any from the audience any Lakshmi. Gave a lecture. He introduced Krishna consciousness, and a lot of people there were quite impressed with his explanation about the material life and the spiritual life. So I said to myself that he appears to be a genuine sannyasi from India who has not come to collect money. He has come to give something which most of us, and in particular the Indians, don't have it, or they have forgotten it. So that was my first impression. What happened was that the devotees gave out a lot of flyers for advertising his lecture, but unfortunately the weather was very bad on that day, very bad, and so not many people turned up. The usual devotees, they were there. So I think Dhananjaya said, Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada, we have given out lot of flyers, but not many people have come today. We are sorry. Prabhupada said, the hall was full. Hall was full with the devotees. And Narad Muni was there. Then I said, well, is he really serious? Is he really serious sannyasi? Because I couldn't see Narada Muni anywhere. I could just see all the white faces there. That was very interesting. That then I, and because I was not at that stage, believed everything a person came or a preacher came from India. But then I realized that I was not able to observe what Prabhupada was observing. And then later on I realized that Prabhupada is Prabhupada. I'm an ordinary materialistic lawyer in London, you see. So I could only see everything what I could see. If I didn't see, I didn't believe in it. So when Prabhupada came, I went there. I had already I had a lot of respect about or of Prabhupada after attending some of his lectures that gone before. So I went to the temple, and he was sitting there upon the first floor, his desk. I went there, looked at him very close. I mean, so far I was looking at him from 70, 80 feet, 90 feet in Conway Hall, but now that was very close. I looked at him very carefully, just to confirm my ideas that he is definitely a genuine sannyasi. So he talked to me, he said, "What is your name? We know you are a lawyer." I said, "Yes, I'm a lawyer. We also know that you come from a Vaishnava background," from the devotees told me. I said, "Yes, I am." So he asked me all the details about myself, my family. And he said, "Good thing you are already from Sri Sampradaya. You are a devotee, so you know what a devotee should." I can't now exactly remember what he said to me. But it was that I'm a devotee, therefore come from a devotee background, devotee family. So I would appreciate, or I would be able to appreciate the problem the devotees are having. With my slight spiritual background and the material background, I knew where the problems were. So he explained to me that we have got this temple in Bury Place, and which is the heart of London, very close to the heart of London. So we have been given notice to close the temple down in 28 days. I said, I didn't say at that time, Prabhupada. I said, "Swamiji, it's a very short time, 28 days. So I said, and he said, good men and good men are a bit expensive, and our devotees don't have lots of money, we collect." So I guessed, I understood that Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada now, you see, was expecting work from us, either for very low fee or nothing whatsoever. Well, after talking to him for some time, I was with him for about 35 minutes. He impressed me that it is very important that we should, and I should help him, you see, in this matter. One can't see any material desire in Prabhupada. Nobody can point out material desire. My whole impression of meeting him, I think must have met him 6 times at least, was he was a self-realized sannyasi who has no motive as far as he himself was concerned. His desire and motives were all to tell everybody about Krishna. And whenever I had meetings with him, he always said, Krishna will do it. Krishna will do it. Don't worry, Krishna will do it. He depended totally on Krishna, and I think Krishna was totally on his side all the time. Although a lot of people did not understand that he was what he has done in the world, no other person has done it. No other person has done it. Great saint, people, impersonalists like Vivekananda and so many others came. They came and gone. They are only in the minds of few people in the world. But Prabhupada, because he was totally, even that is the wrong description. He was totally immersed in Krishna. He wouldn't talk anything other than Krishna. And anything, if he was talking something, it was connected with Krishna. He will bring Krishna into everything. So, I mean, even during my discussion, he said, Krishna did it. It was difficult for me to accept at that time. Very difficult. I mean, I do come from a Western background, but covered up with material desires. So, I was very lucky to have darshan of Prabhupada face to face and one to one. Je anilo premadana koruna prachur